Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, everything's working now. It didn't work at first. I had to switch the game up, etch your name out, put Jigga on top. But I do this opening real quick. Got my man Angel waiting in the bullpen. This dude was doing too much Saturday. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Today is June 21st. It's a Wednesday. It's rainy outside, but it's all good. A little rainy outside. Welcome to another exciting episode of Open Mic Radio Podcast. And you know what I got to do? Open Mic Radio Podcast, 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 podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my man in. Got my man Angel with me.
What up, Mike?
What up, Angel? Of course, you know I always got technical difficulties. I can't hear Angel, so let me go ahead and do something real quick. uh,
every time.
Let's see. Say something, Angel.
What's up, Mike? How's it going?
Here we go. I got it working now. We cooking with Crisco now. So today's podcast, we're going to talk about a myriad of different topics. I want to use the word myriad. I don't know if I said that correctly or not.
You said it with a T. I'm like, where'd that T come from?
I don't know if I said that correctly or not, but here we are. Here I am messing up words again.
King of vocabulary, Mike B.
Working on my vocabulary. This week, man, I asked Instagram. I asked the fine folks at Instagram on my Instagram page. I said, hey, man, I need some topics. Let's talk about it. Give me something to talk about. And I'm gonna put some pictures up here. I said I think I could present my screen. I could. And already we got the haters coming in. Got my man Fernando coming in hot. Yeah, welcome, Fernando. Welcome to the club.
Maybe he's doing the Master P. Maybe he ain't hating.
Yeah, maybe he's just I appreciate the views, man. Welcome to the Open Mic Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Mike B, and I got my man Angel, Mr. Spaghetti on the beach himself. Pen, what up, Angel?
I'm good. Been having a good week. It's been awesome.
It's been a strong week for you, man. It's about to be a strong week, another strong week for you again, man. This week, I think you're opening up from Mr. Randy Feltface this weekend.
Yeah. Sold out show, so y'all can't even go. So it's gonna be fun.
So yeah, it's all sold out, man. I can't wait not to be there. I cannot wait to not support Angel hosting this weekend. I cannot wait to not be a part of his. Is this your first weekend hosting ever?
No, I did Ryan Kelly. I think that's it. Yeah, one other one. Ryan Kelly was really fun too.
Okay. Fernando just wanted to confirm that it was hate. Thanks, Fernando. Thank you for confirming that it is actually.
Try to give him an out, but you can't help a brother sometimes.
Sometimes you just gotta let people who retire from comedy get their gun off, because they know they don't get to tell jokes no more. So this is his form. And Fernando, I welcome all of your jokes. I know you've been sitting back with a broken pen and pad. You probably threw all your pens and pads away because you don't do comedy anymore, but it's good to have you come through, man. Anytime. Just stop through. We got my man Philip Page coming through. Hey. What up, Philip Page? Philly. How was your weekend, man?
It was pretty great. Got to do a bunch of nerd convention shows. That was fun.
Okay.
Performing for the nerds. Those are my people. And
well, you dressed like a nerd that weekend. You had on overalls. I've never seen a person of color wear Dickie overalls on purpose unless they was working a job. And Andrew did it.
I was cosplaying as the greatest rapper of all time.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna get to that. Trust and believe. That's been stuck in my mind. It's been written space in my head for the last week for free. It's been living rent free in my head. The fact that you said this. But that's cool, man. So, and how was it Blurred Con?
Yeah, it was fun as hell. It was like I did 2 rooms. The first room was like packed. Had like easily like 150 people. It was pretty cool. I killed it. It was one of those. I've been working on it for months. It's real fun when you know the crowd, that like the very specific type of personality is going to be there.
Yeah.
It kind of makes it a lot easier because you could just be like, oh, I know what they're going to like. And yeah, they were rocking with me. My man Keith Corey, Chris Berlick, Tommy Simbazo, Brian Preston, Jared Stern. And then I did another show with Joey Friedman, Devine Kerr, I'm blanking, David McGowan. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. The second show, it was more intimate, but they seemed like just as lively as the big crowd. It was a lot of fun.
Okay. All right. Angel, you're rude as hell. My weekend was good. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you took. Thanks for taking a little time out of your busy weekend to ask me about my weekend. It was pretty cool, man. It was Father's Day weekend on top of another exciting Juneteenth. You know, celebrated Juneteenth. Did some things. I revealed that this is going to touch on one of the topics. I had on a pretty decent outfit. I'm not going to front. I look fly. I had on a flower shirt. I had my had on some Kohans shoes on. And I was feeling dashing, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. The shirt was fly before I ate, and then after I ate, it was a little tight on me. So I was rushing to my fit go too fast to fit that shirt, which I could fit it as long as I didn't eat. Once I ate, it was like, okay, nigga, listen, guy. One of the topics asked me, do I wear anything other than Jordans? No, I don't. And the reason why I was wearing Jordans, I'll be 100% honest with you. The same reason why I dressed the way that I dressed was because I was trying to camouflage and distract from my belly fat. Okay, so if you looked at the shoes, you didn't have time to look at my stomach. It worked in my favor for a long time, but now that I lost some of the stomach because I'm fit, I'm wearing low cut shoes. I wear Kohans now, so yeah, so I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm just going to go ahead and hop into this because Fernando and you both jumped to the topic. Y'all about to have an Eminem convo. Finally, we're going to get Angel out the paint. I would like to formally invite Fernando. If you have a little time, I'm going to add you to this convo, Fernando. Fernando.
You know his favorite rapper's Cameron, right? So just saying.
Hey, you know what? And that's why I'm here for that, because you know what? Cameron is in my as soon as I find out how to spell Fernando, F-E-R, that's not how Nan.
How do you not know how to spell it?
I don't even know how to spell Fernando. Jesus Christ.
Fernando.
Say that Ferna.
Yeah. NDO.
NDO.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's not popping up here at all.
D as in dog, not B as in boy.
Let me see if I type in Magical. But send him the link, man.
Just send him the same link that you gave me.
Yeah, send him the same link I sent you. I'm going to try to figure out a way to send this photo to. I'm gonna send this photo to myself because everybody wants to see the outfit, mainly Fernando. I'm going to send myself this. I'm going to airdrop this to my what you call it. And let me see. Okay, cool. Can I do this? Can I? Let's see. Downloads. Can't do that. Can't do that. So we're doing all this on the fly, y'all. So don't go nowhere. Share screen.
Text messenger, Fernando.
All right. So it's not letting me do what I need to do. But yeah, I don't have an extra camera, so I don't have that. I'm going to figure out a way to do this. Let's see. Upload file. Come on, give it to me. I can't do it. Whatever. Whatever. So, I would like for once for we can talk about this now. So Fernando, Angel, had the audacity. I believe, was it Thursday? Was it Wednesday?
Had
to be Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Look, we're going to say Wednesday. So last Wednesday. No, it was a weekend. So it had to be Friday.
No, it was Saturday. Wait,
Saturday.
no, Friday.
Friday. It had to be Friday because then you dressed up like a farmer on Saturday. you somehow I was sitting there minding my business, reading my word, doing what the good Lord asked me to do, doing what Hove told me to do. And I overhear a conversation about hip hop. I'm listening, and then you and your brother decide to jump in and chime in and say that
Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time.
And I was just startled by this, because in my opinion, do you know how many rappers you have to go through? My exact words, we know how many black rappers you got to get through before you get to Eminem. And you was like, I don't care. So
you have to get through all of them.
And that doesn't sit right with me. I got Fernando. I'm just going to add Fernando here. What up, Fernando?
How do you not know how to spell my name when it's on the screen?
Hey, man, we're going to focus on what we're talking about right now. We're not going to have a spelling bee right now, okay, Fernando?
My name. I guess my name is my name. You know.
Hey, man, this wasn't popping up on Facebook Messenger. I did what the Lord asked me to do, and then I said, Angel knows. Yeah. Maybe I unfriended you because you're not a comic anymore. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, I get it.
Now, how you been?
Quit, and now you don't like me anymore. What do you? I don't know how to win your love, Mike. I don't.
Hey, man, you the one that quit at the wrong time. You quit at the wrong time.
I just derailed this conversation because I wanted to ask you last week.
What's up?
Now, it feels like post-pandemic, from the outside looking in, everybody got a lot friendlier. There's like a lot more comedy shit you can do.
Yeah, it is. It's
making sure
because we lost it.
You remember like before the pandemic, you would see a flyer and you'd be like, "How'd they get on the show?" That'd be like person. And now you look at the flyer and be like, "The whole lineup? Okay, cool."
Marcel Neal said, "What up, Fernando?"
Hey, what's going on, Marcel?
We got Fernando out from underneath the grave. Yeah. Sometimes we had to get rid of the bad apples. Who knew the bad apples was just Fernando? And then once we got Fernando out the paint, it's like, yo, everybody's happy. Everybody's just happy-go-lucky.
Yeah. You should have known I was the bad apple. Once Angel showed up, because Angel's such a bubbly, nice person, and I hate on him all the time. You should have known I was the evil twin.
It's crazy, man. How you been, man? How's the baby?
She's good. She's 14 months. Just walking, talking a little bit. Just growing every day.
Is this your first of? I mean, because I always say that every father, every parent, every mom, whenever it's like Mother's Day or Father's Day, they be like, "I'm a dad finally," but like their kid really doesn't know what's going on because they're like months. They're not. Right. They can't really pick anything out for you as a parent yet. Like, Dad, I love you. Here's my gift of cartoon construction papers, whatever. Right. Is this your first official Father's Day, and how was it?
No, it's the second, because last year, but it was cool. We went on a little picnic. We kept it low key. We had a first birthday party, and then me and the missus went on vacation. So it's okay. So we just gonna keep it low key.
Okay. What'd you get for Father's Day?
I got some cologne. Gabby's real good at presents, so like I got some cologne. I got a hat. I got some.
Oh no! Are you still wearing hats?
Oh, praise God.
Gabby does make me get a new one every time we go on vacation, though. So. He's like, I don't want to see that ugly ass Detroit hat anymore.
So. Has most of your hats that you don't like disappeared magically? Have they just like gone like? They're like, oh, I don't know what happened to this hat, and it's really in the thrift store. Like, if you went thrifting, you would see your hat in the thrift store.
Look, if you were 22, yeah, sure, that would happen. But as a 37-year-old man, I know if you don't like the hat, just don't wear it. just leave it in the closet where it needs to. I don't throw it away. If I got to cut the lawn, you put that bad boy on. But why antagonize?
Yeah, because most men know how to reutilize anything that their woman doesn't want them to have. Like, I'm pretty sure I don't know if you have a home or whatever, like that hat is now a grass cutting hat, right? Yeah, that's a gardening hat. That's hey, I'm about to do a Target run. Do you want anything from the store type
Right.
hat, you know,
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
where she's not gonna be around.
Yeah. I'm about to go hang out with the boys. Let me just throw this one on. I don't feel like
Yeah.
Angel. Angel doesn't need to get the good hat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you know, if she sees you put that hat on, she knows you're not gonna go cheap because nobody wants to see you. That's no threatening hat, you know.
That's what you wear it when she's not around. Exactly. Dual purpose.
Okay. So Fernando, we're gonna hop in this hip hop conversation real quick.
Sure.
I was flabbergasted that Eminem was Angel's GOAT. I shouldn't have been as flabbergasted knowing how Angel is as a person, but it just confirmed a lot of stuff for me. What say you?
Angel is a person that values. I think Eminem is your favorite rapper when you value technique. Like, it's very technical, but he's not really saying anything. Or there was a point, because Angel comes in and out of my life. He does. Somehow, when I got like the Marshall Mathers LP, Angel just somehow knew, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit up Fernando." And you know who gave me the Marshall Mathers LP, by the way, Angel?
Who?
Sonny.
Yo, you know who gave me the Marshall Mathers LP?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, at that point, yeah, I was like big on Eminem, but he doesn't really say much. Like, it's all, I'm trying to prove I'm the best rapper in the world, which has the opposite effect, where it's like, why are you rhyming so hard? It's okay, we got it. You're one of the greatest. It's fine. You're a GOAT. You don't have anything to prove. But he just like, it's like when Jay-Z puts out an album, he's like, I got something to prove that I can be a better person.
Yeah.
But when Eminem puts out a new album, it's like, I just want to be a better rapper. And it's just like, we don't care.
And sales numbers seems to disagree. You know, apparently a lot of people care.
Yeah, Trump won an election. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but he win,
Yeah,
every election, like
exactly, just like Eminem.
What are you talking about? He always has the best-selling album.
Yeah,
it's like Taylor Swift and him.
Yeah, and you know what? At this point, I'd rather listen to Taylor because I'm gonna find out something about her.
Real quick, I want to chime in on the comments real quick. Xavier Montez, aka Prison Bay, says Mike B wearing a wife beater makes him look like Angel's dad. Until you reach parole status, Xavier, we will no longer accept your comments. Moving on. Eminem is a better rapper than Jay-Z. Is a better rapper. Jay-Z makes better music. I want Marcel Neal to log off. So look, I just, I want to get Angel on the record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want name your top 5 rappers.
Gotta go. Bye.
Oh, see you, Fernando.
Top 5. It would go. Alive.
Yeah. What's your top 5?
Alive.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're dead or alive. Just what's your top
okay. 5? Eminem, Biggie, Pac, Redman.
Is this in your order? Is this in order or?
Nah. Definitely number 1 is Eminem.
Okay, so 1 is Eminem. Who's 2?
Biggie.
Okay, so Biggie's over Pac. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's easy. I'm into lyrics, so Biggie always wins that conversation.
Even though Biggie only had 2 albums.
Yeah, it was 2 of the most fire albums of all time.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but some people be like, "It's only 2 albums." But go on.
Yeah, but honestly, my love for Pac is based off of 1 album.
Okay.
It's Illuminati.
Okay.
That's my pretty much the only real Pac album where I just sat with it for years. Redman.
Okay.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. If I had a 6th place, it would probably go to Big Sean.
Hold on a minute.
Top 5.
Oh man, so you got Biggie, you got Redman at 3, Buster. You missing 1 more.
Oh, really? I am. Oh, Big Sean then.
Oh, Big Sean. Okay. So we are in agreement for at least 2 out of the 3, 2 out of the 5.
Okay.
All right. So coming in at number 5 for me, I'm gonna go from top up. I'm bottom up. Okay. Coming in at number 5 for me is Redman. I think Redman should be in everybody's top 5. If it's not in your top 5, we cannot talk hip hop ever again in life. Kill yourself. Coming in at number 4 is Drake. Yeah, I mean,
I love rapper Drake. I hate singing.
I just like versatility. Let me see. Redman, Drake. Let me see. I rocks with Big Sean, but I can't put him in my top 5 yet. But he's like close there. Yes, somebody said Drizzy. Yes, Drizzy. If you can name an album that wasn't fire, I'll take him out, but no one can do that. Anytime your mixtape is fire, I'm a rocks with you.
Sitting on top of the building, that was a whack album.
What, Views?
Yeah, Views was whack. It only had like 2 good songs. And my favorite verse wasn't even from him, it was from that UK dude.
Damn, I forgot what number 3. Number 3 was shoot, who was it? Number 3. I just forgot it. I just forgot him. Number 3.
I'm assuming you Bigger Pac because I know you probably agreed with one of those.
Yeah, well, Jay-Z's number 1. So we just shoot, who was it? It was Redman, Drake. Who was the next one? Who was in my number 3? Oh, that's right. Mixtape 50 Cent. Not mainstream 50 Cent. 50 Cent mixtape. Mixtape 50 Cent, yo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just gather any mixtape before 50 Cent made it, and you'll be like, yo, this dude was fire. Okay. Mixtape 50 Cent. And then I'm going to go with Nas and then Jay-Z. And Nas is a soft 2 because that could be interchanged at any point in time. So
interchanged in what way? Like he could sometimes be number 1?
Or he could just get the hell off my list depending upon what mood I'm in. I never debated in the who's better, Jay-Z or Nas debate, because I'm like Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z. Like Nas tried to do, I like versatility, so I want to be able to see you do, hey, I sell drugs, but then also I want you to be able to be like, yo, the party's popping. And Nas, I mean, he had a couple of like party hits, but they really weren't party hits, if that makes sense.
Yeah, honestly, that's the thing that a lot of people like are surprised when I'm like, Eminem's weakest aspect is that if you played Eminem at a party, you have a whack party. Like that's a bad party. You should not be playing Eminem.
If you're playing Eminem at a party, that's normally mean that's to go to the bar and get you something to drink real quick. Refresh on your beverages. Real quick, I want to get my man, the mayor of the Green Line, Joe Jackson. Hold on, pull up. Joe Jackson, mayor of the Green Line. What up, mayor of the Green Line? One of the funniest cats out in the city. Turned actor. Yeah, turned actor. Play extraordinaire. Well, not a player, but he's in plays, and he's out in a new play right now. But yeah, mayor of the Green Line, catch him. I believe he's still on the radio. Correct me if I'm wrong, where he gives his Green Line forecast. I could be wrong. I might need to update my software. That may not be a thing, but he did it, and you he can't take nothing from that. I love Redman for the comedic aspects alone. His interludes, his the interludes, not the interludes. What was it? The skits in between into his music can't be denied. Funk Doc can't be denied. So,
but he also got bars.
But he got bars, and he still has them to this day. And he drops them effortlessly. At a moment's notice, Fernando came back. He had to go, but he came back, and he's back here. Hey, Fernando, he's back.
So that's why. I don't know where'd the conversation go. I don't know.
No, we're still talking about hip hop. So I wrote this down to catch you up to speed. I didn't know if you was gonna come back on that, but the way that my podcast guide is set up, he said, "Yo, write this down in case Fernando comes back."
Yeah.
So here's Angel's top 5.
Okay.
In this order.
Okay.
Coming in at number 5 is Big Sean.
Okay. Like of all time.
Of all time.
Okay.
Number 4 is Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
3 is Redman.
Okay.
2 is Biggie,
Okay.
and of course 1 is Eminem.
Okay.
Right.
The white man stays on top. I get it.
You see how many black men he had to topple over to get to it?
but like the Big Sean already let you know his taste is whack. So,
but you don't. But I
like Cameron.
I like Big Sean, and Cameron's nice too. He's like, if we did a top 10, Cameron's coming in at number 6 or 7.
Wow.
Big Sean is nowhere near any of our top 10.
Really?
Is he close to your top 10? He's the top 10 rapper of all time.
Of all time? I think he's nasty with it. He'll probably come in at like 10.
You're bugging.
With a possible. He could be 11.
I don't think Big Sean is like in my top 20.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I think I could name, first of all, there's 9 members of Wu-Tang. Boom, right there.
You like math. You like math. That's what the problem is. I think Big Sean, I don't have any. I think Big Sean is very uninteresting. I think he's fine.
Wow.
But I'm not like, yeah. I mean, Busta, I'm not gonna disrespect. Biggie, I'm not gonna disrespect. Redman. I've never quite gotten into Redman. Like I got. That's like one of the people like I gotta go back and listen more to.
Yeah, start off with Muddy Waters and then work your way back and work your way up. Real quick, Marcel Neal said Big Sean ain't all that. Yeah. And then Fernando, we got to kick you off the show because somebody agreed with you, which is Marcel, and we can't have that.
Black Jack Benny, baby.
So, in my top 5,
okay,
is coming in at number 5, coming in high is Redman. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is Drake. Shut your mouth. Number 3.
I was gonna say nothing.
Okay, number 3 is 50 Cent, but mixtape 50 Cent.
Okay.
Not even his first album, though?
Huh?
Not even his first album?
Mixtape 50 Cent, because his first album was the majority of all his mixtapes coming together.
Right.
Oh, okay.
On one budget.
That second album's good. I when I go back and listen to 50, I'll listen to the second album, not the first one.
Wow. Yeah, I sometimes go back to the second one, but mainly the first one.
Yeah.
The first one's perfect.
Number 2 is Nas, and number 1 is Jay-Z.
Okay. All right. Fair. I like that list. Nothing wrong with that list.
See that, Angel? You see how many people I named before I got to Eminem? And Eminem's still not up there.
If you like Redman because he's funny, M got the same thing. He got a dark sense of humor. He makes me laugh, and he's technical.
But here's the thing: like I follow Redman on YouTube, and every once in a while he'll put on a song, and I like hear it, and I go, okay, he's rapping, and it's good, but he's like a 50-year-old man that has nothing to prove. When I hear Eminem rap, it's like, why are you trying this hard to impress me? You're Eminem, like act like you've been there before.
Nah. First of all, effort. You're mad at his effort. Yeah. Like I like a hungry MC. I like an MC who's always trying to prove that they're the best.
What if?
Yeah.
But what if he ain't got nothing to prove though?
Apparently, has something to prove with both of y'all. Y'all still leave him off the list.
But
Redman,
there's nothing he can do to go up. The thing he could do to go up is get more introspective, which is the thing. Again, like he's like, I'm going to be the best technical rapper in the world, which is boring, in my opinion. That's all.
Real quick, Parole Bay has chimed in with his top 5. Vanilla Ice, Snow, Miles. Is that Is that his favorite?
I've never heard that person in my life.
Never heard him. Fred Durst is getting whiter and whiter, and then Immortal Technique.
You know what I love about Xavier's list is that it really means that Immortal Technique won. But at the end he was like, I'm gonna throw in Immortal Technique because he's really my number 1.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now I want Xavier to explain Snow. Is he talking about? Because I know Snow.
Yeah, Informa.
Okay, we're gonna take this down. We're just gonna take this down. I can't believe it.
I got a top. I don't know if this. I mean, maybe we can talk out the order. I don't know if this is my order, but Jay.
So is Jay 1? We're doing it in order.
We gotta do it in order. I don't know if this is my. All right, I'll just go off the top. Okay. I'll go 1 to 5 because I don't know who I'm gonna put at 5.
Okay.
Jay,
Okay. We agree.
Drake,
Okay.
Wow, number 2.
number 2. He's really number 1, but
If you could name, like I tell anybody, they had a problem with Drake. If you can name one Drake album that wasn't good, I'll take him off the list.
The one where he's sitting on the building. It's a terrible album.
It's a great album.
That's
that's how I know. That's how I know Angel just gets all his opinions from Joe Budden.
First of all, you're the one who listens to the podcast, not me. I don't listen to Budden.
First of all, I know you listen to it because you call it the podcast. Out of every podcast in the world, that's the podcast.
No, it's the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah, no, Drake is Views is good. I
like Scorpion, by the way, so I'm not a hater. Scorpion was a great double album. Views suck.
Okay.
View. I mean, some albums, if you listen to it again, you're like, oh, okay, this was dope.
Yeah.
And like, because like that one album that Drake dropped, the one that had the club beats that was like built for Miami.
Honestly, never mind.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this shit is trash. Then I listened to it one day, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that. First of all, I think "Sticky" is like one of the best Drake songs of all time. Like that was just on repeat. Talk about cutting the grass. That was on repeat. Cutting the grass. then on my neck matches the set. Yeah, that's my jam. And that was the one because we're here now. We're talking about Drake. Fuck it. That was the one that I was like, yeah, that album I liked it, but I was mad he wasn't rapping more. And that song was like, yeah, this is like what a good club Ibiza rap song sounds like.
Yeah.
Like it was like perfect, but he only had one of those. And I'm just like, nigga, give me 3. Like
it was disappointing after the 21 Savage album because that Drake was trying to prove he was a better rapper. And that's why I liked it.
And you know what? I didn't like that album that much.
Okay. So you're staying true to your effort thing.
But here's the thing about Drake. Like the reason I like Drake even more than Big Sean or like Kendrick or anybody is because he sounds effortless.
Yeah.
Like listen to Drake, you're like, oh, this guy can just rap and he's cool and maybe not cool, but cool in a certain way.
No, he's cool. He's cool.
Yeah. But like
he's
like,
cool.
oh,
he's cool in the I'm trying to be cool way.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Which can come off corny, but when he's corny, he also knows that he's corny, so it's like not that corny. It's weird. Drake, but he's great. But yeah, that thing, like when a rapper is just trying, like that's why I don't like Kendrick that much because you can tell. Oh no, I'm sorry, Cole. That's why I don't like J. Cole that much because like recently he's gotten better at it, but for a long time you could hear Cole really trying to be great, and you're just like, just be you, just be yourself. It's like when I hear Angel said, it's like, why are you trying to be funny, Angel? Just be you.
That's facts.
I never listen to Angel set.
I know. I was about to say it's like you've never listened to my set.
So
it's interesting because the Jay-Z verse. Man, I'm blanking on the song, but where he's dissing Kanye, he's like, "My house bigger than yours." All that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's Jay-Z showing that he's a better rapper. But did you like that verse? Because I love this verse.
But Jay-Z never sounds like he's trying.
Yeah, Jay-Z is just that dude. He's that old dude at Rutgers Park who just shows up and just plays textbook basketball.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When he said sign I fell, he was trying.
Yeah, that was whack. Yeah, that sign that good.
That's the only whack part of the verse. I like the whole verse except for that part where I was, but it was like I still liked it.
Yeah, because it's Jay. Like he's got a long enough track record. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Jay-Z did the God Did song, and he rapped for was it like 7 minutes,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, he got it. It's a raps.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't even on the lyrics part alone. It's the fact that it's like when Tony Wood show up, and he's like, we're gonna do fire, but you never give him the light. that was DJ Khaled on Jay-Z's freestyle. Yeah. He was like, yo, just give me like a couple 16 bars, and Jay-Z like, you just want 16? He's like, yeah, just 16. And then Jay-Z like, yeah, I'm gonna do the full 20. I'm gonna do 32 bars, and who's gonna stop me? I don't know that's the number, but whatever. Fernando, real quick. So you stopped at 2 at Drake. We need 3 more.
So Jay, Drake, I'll say Push.
Pusha T.
Yeah.
VA stand up, yo, 757.
757. Fonte from Little Brother.
Ah.
See, at one point I would have said yay, but no.
He's never been good.
I'll say Wayne, even though I don't listen to Wayne that much anymore. But that 06, 07 run was just too good.
You said that 06, 07 run?
For Wayne, yeah.
Yeah, that was can't be.
You'll still like to go with the Eminem point. Like Wayne is on that edge of like trying too hard too these days, but somehow it comes off good. Like whenever I hear Wayne verse, I'm always like, I'm like, this isn't peak Wayne, but he's still doing like weird, intricate shit that's like very technical, but it doesn't come off like he's trying super duper hard. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't.
This is interesting, and I have a fellow Cameron fan here, so I can ask this question and get an unbiased opinion. This is just my opinion, and I've always thought this: do you believe that Lil Wayne stole Cameron's style? Just in metaphors alone, the way that he did his metaphors.
I never saw that. I mean, I don't think it's a stealing thing. I think it's just like if you were like in your prime in that era, that was just kind of style.
Yeah.
Like
because the only reason why is because the way that Cameron raps when he was, I know people was like Fruity Loops be fruiting or whatever like that. Lil Wayne Wayne was starting to do some of that stuff too, and then Wayne wasn't doing that at first, and that's why I like, is he stealing? Is he borrowing?
But Wayne just also got to a point where he was just doing so much. Now I'm trying to think, should I put Wayne or Cam at fifth? I'll stick with Wayne. That might change, but no, I think. But it was also like, I never thought of it because Wayne was just also doing so much at that point. Like he was just trying so many different styles.
Yeah,
that it was just like to be like he was biting one person. It's like Wayne was just rapping to rap, and it was coming out great because he'd been rapping for like 10 years and was on the right amount of codeine. Like it was just like
had enough styrofoam cups to keep his codeine cold.
I see the criticism, but I also think no one's ever rapped as good as Cameron raps on Purple Haze. Like that is just like people have rapped as good. I don't know if anybody rapped better than Cameron does on Purple Haze.
Purple Haze, what do you think about his first Rockefeller Dipset collaboration? Was it Come Home?
Come Home With Me?
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I liked it. At the time, here's the thing. At the time, I wasn't a big Cam fan. It only came like in retrospect. Mm-hmm. But even now, I listen to Purple Haze more than I listen to Come Home. It's good, but I think Purple Haze is just like on another level.
Real quick, I'm gonna catch up on these comments real quick. We'll get your opinion here. Angel chiming in. Xavier Montez said certified lover boy. There was somewhere in there where we talked about something and he chimed in and I didn't get a chance to bring him in. Let's see. Marcel said Nevermind album was trash, but everybody gets one Kingdom Come.
All right.
That's true. Yeah. He chimed in again, but then again, people like Kingdom Come 10 years later. That's the one. Was that the one where he finally dissed Dame Dash?
That's the post-retirement one. That's like the Black Album. Then 3 years later,
okay,
tell me what you got, and
which is funny because I love the 444 album.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 444 album?
444, yeah.
Yeah. And people hated that album, and I was like, I just saw that as the growth of Jay-Z, where he wasn't talking about. It was like, hey man, buy art, not drugs. I don't know, but I love that album. I don't know why. It was like it was grown folk. It was grown folk hip hop.
I think that album got a little too hyped, but it's still it's still a very good. And again, like, where do you go? Like, that's the thing. Like, what was it? Magna Carta it didn't flop, but it was kind of like, all right, that was cool, but do we really need this kind of album from Jay? So when he did that, it was like, all right, cool. Like, he's actually like being vulnerable and like sharing something of himself. Unlike Eminem.
Unlike Eminem.
I love this Eminem hate has got to stop. All right, it's
Marcel Neal.
Hey, you don't get the bars. All right, just say that.
No, I get him. I get Combat Man. I get it. Combat.
First of all, that's such an old reference.
And that's look, it's still on his CV. Okay, it's still on his resume. But it's that level of like, how clever can I be? And I'm just like, it's not even that clever.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Not that clever. So do something else.
Going to run through these comments some more. We got Xavier again. I want to see Lil Wayne saying people get shot every day, B. Facts.
Shot every day, B.
Marcel Neal comes in with come home with me was fire. Facts. And then Hannah. Hey, Hannah's in the building. Hannah's in the building. Yoga Queen says Dipset. I ran through all the comments. Hi, Hannah. How you doing? Long time no see, no hear.
I was talking last night about the legendary Hannah's Basement.
The legendary Hannah's Basement. That was a great show, by the way. I used to love doing Hannah's Basement.
That was magic.
I love doing Hannah's. I love doing Hannah's Basement better than doing the pinch, and I never did the pinch. So that lets you know I hate.
Never did the pinch.
Yeah, I did that. Actually, I'm lying. I did it a couple of times. I never saw the. And this is me shooting, brother, as they say in wrestling. I just didn't get the appeal of the pinch.
Oh, I definitely got the appeal of the pinch. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. It's the pinch was what you pictured when you pictured like an open mic.
Yeah,
that's probably why, because I don't like open mics. That's what it is.
But it wasn't sad.
No, it was sad.
Sometimes it was sad, but every once in a while,
look, it was sad. I put Drake at number 2. I like sad. That's the part about it that I like. That it was sad.
Yeah,
that was the best part.
Hannah told everybody hi, and then Marcel Neal chimes in. It was stage time, and that's normally the first line that's given when an open mic sucks. It's stage time. Stage time is stage time. I'm just kidding.
I mean, look, I'm obviously biased because I used to work there, so it was like, but I loved that mic. Still chasing it, trying to make a mic like
that. And Hannah's going back to work, y'all. So have a good finish. Finish the work day strong. Hopefully, we was able to help with your work day. If not, it's Angel's fault. So oh, and she said she loved y'all.
Oh.
But yeah. So what was we talking about? Oh yeah, we went from hip hop to the pinch.
Yeah, the pinch was great.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
so here's my question, Mike. What was that like? Because here's the other thing about the pinch for me and Angel, at least. It's like when we started, so it was like the thing that we knew. It was like the first spot that we knew. What was your pinch? What was like the first spot that was like a weekly or pretty regular open mic that you would go to? That it was sad, but it was the best time of your life.
I definitely have to say Solly's.
Okay.
Yeah, Solly's on U Street. It was the first mic that I actually got a chance to I got to stop using the word actually so much. It was the first mic that I started hosting. Me and Turnip Seed hosted. We did a collaboration, and it was Attack of the Comics on U Street, and it was a good time. I had a good run. It was like 3 or 4 year run before I had to dip off. But Xavier, he's chiming in. I'm gonna talk to him in a second. But yeah, so that was when it ended, my time ended. It was sad for me, but yeah, the pinch. I guess because I think right around the time where y'all started doing comedy was a time where I was like, I don't want to be out here. if that makes sense, like the whole appeal of like signing up and waiting and stuff like that, and not to be like not to be like Debbie Downer or whatever, but it was just like I've already done at that point in time. I've already went through that whole process of signing up, waiting. Oh, I signed up I didn't get here enough time. Now I'm number 14 of 35 comics, or I'm number 30 at 35. Just like for 5 minutes, I'm good on that, yo. Real quick, Xavier chimed in, said that's because might be have a bedtime. Your mama. Next is you didn't like Solly's. No, my exact words was I did like Solly's. That was my era of time. And Solid's was a great room, and you're welcome because I helped make it a great room. So look, so those are the things that So
I think it's also like a time and place thing. I'm sure there's like an open micer that like when Spaghetti on the Beach ends in infamous Angel killed a person fashion, they're gonna be like, man, this was the best.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has their like, cause there's people who shenanigans. When we did shenanigans, whatever, right? There are people who started when we was doing shenanigans, and then when we left shenanigans, and now it's Catfish. Out to the Catfish crew. Like they grew up in the whole shenanigans era. So to each his own. I shouldn't rag on y'all time at the pinch. I'm just saying, in my Angel who loves Eminem voice, that I just didn't get the appeal. I just didn't get the appeal.
It was because what was cool is if you stayed there long enough, all the people who were the bigger name comics would start showing up because they always had a place to go because the pinch stayed open until everybody went up. We like put it down at 2 or 3 in the morning. It was so great because you could do a regular show and know I'm ending up at the pinch at the end of the night.
Yeah, I never had that thought. I would do a regular show like I'm going to end up back home. That's what I'm going to do. Because was it like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something?
Tuesdays, Thursdays.
See what I'm saying? You named all the days where I had to go to work. I had to go into the building. Now, if I had like a work from home job, then like now, I'll probably hang out and chill. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably get some sit down at the pinch. Back then, no, I gotta go. I gotta go iron these clothes.
Yeah, you should start an open mic that just goes unlimited,
Oh, actually, you should. Absolutely not. However, I've been brainstorming, and this is like breaking. This is an exclusive on my radio podcast.
New shit.
So, I think.
Clue.
I think after this week, we're going to turn Nightcap into Sign Up on Site.
What?
Yeah, we're going to do it a la Draft House style. When I first started doing comedy, Draft House style, Nightcap is going to turn into Sign Up on Site. And then the new show, Sign Up on Site, is going to be pre-booked because there's going to be a cover charge, and that is going to be the audition / pass show to get onto the host at the loft and stuff like that.
Nice.
I'm still.
What's it? What was Nightcap now? Again, Nightcap after my era. I left.
Yeah. Nightcap is it's kind of like it's the replacement of Draft House open mic.
But it's not right.
No, the Draft House is at the Comedy Loft, and basically, it starts at 11:30 ish, and it's just a late night mic on a Saturday.
But it's the sign. It still wasn't sign. I always assumed
everything is sign up online, Fernando. The whole era has changed. Everything is sign up online. Spaghetti on the Beach is one of the few places, hence why it's number one, that you can sign up in person.
Yeah, there is a need for a sign up on site mic, more sign up on site mics, because there is a lot of talent in DC, and it's hard to like get mic time when you can just email and pick who you want to pick. And I recognize that as a person who books rooms and stuff. We won't go into grave detail of what I book, but need more mic time, so it makes sense for those who can't get on. They need an opportunity to get on and things of that nature. So it's just easier logistically just to make one of those sign up on site mic. And because a lot of the late shows now on the weekends are pre-booked, this one would be a lot more simpler to make it sign up on site and then just cut the list down. I'm not staying out to 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not happening.
Draft House, like, you can sign up, you might not get on.
Yeah, it's still gonna be that, but at least but now it's more of you get an opportunity because we're having a lot more people show up. That's not even on the show.
Yeah, just to hang, almost as if there's a need for that.
Yeah. So it's just easier for instead of doing that and then being like, Superstar doesn't do auditions, and that explains a lot. We're just going to close that down.
You're going to say that he called you Chuck D?
It's going to keep going.
Oh wait, he calls Mike Chuck D?
I don't know why he would do that.
Mike D?
Gotta love Xavier. But yeah,
hashtag Chuck D.
Yeah, I need that promotion. But yeah, there is a need for a sign up on site mic on a Saturday, and it just seems like that would be the perfect spot for it since it's free anyway. And people do come out and we do have an audience. That's the other thing too. We average about 40 people coming through. Anyway, well, sign up. So, hey, let's just see how it goes for the summer. I won't be there long enough anyway. Angel's gonna host. So the thing is, so
you don't know how much that statement hurt me.
Yeah.
You got the game. You got the game.
You can come back, man. As soon as your daughter turns 5, you're gonna get a hankering. Because I've been in your shoes, man. I remember when I had my first child, man. Ironically enough, it was a girl, my daughter, who's a teenager now. I was out the game for about 7-8 months. It was just a thing.
I know about to hit 2 years being away from the game.
Yeah. Well, according to him, 14 months, which is really a year and
yeah. If you include, yeah, exactly. But it was also like the only difference between, well, one, it's going to be a longer time, but two, COVID it was like I went to a mic during. I was just like, what? Why am I here? Like, I'm about to have a kid, catch COVID.
Mic right after COVID.
He said what?
He started a mic right after COVID. Spaghetti on the beach. Me and him.
No, that's also true. Yeah.
We're about to hit the 2-year anniversary. That's how I know you've been gone a long time.
Yeah. Look, I just wanted on the record that I started that shit. Okay. Don't write me out of the history books. Okay. I'll be seeing you.
Mark Mensch quit. Now it's just my show.
See, you see how you do it now. Now it's his show. Okay. All right.
I ain't got no more partners.
And Fernando, Xavier chimed in again. I'm not going to say this word here. If Fernando does come back, is Spaghetti on the Beach his since the name was originally his? That's a great question. This is controversy.
I mean, he could co-host.
How far I have fallen. Thanks. Thanks.
You would do. Fernando's jokes are so outdated. His closing joke premise has died.
Even harder.
Yeah, even harder. Like it used to kill, and now it's killed.
You know what? That was a side. Like when Dolph died, I was like, you know what? Maybe I picked a good time to leave the game. I felt like rappers in '96, after '97, after Biggie died. Like, what am I doing this for, man?
Yeah, man. So what I'm about to say. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how we got into the subject of mics. I don't want to do that again.
I was about to dive deeper. I want to hear. So again, like, how do y'all feel? How does again, outside looking in, it feels like everybody got closer. Like if you made it through COVID and are still doing comedy, like it seems like everybody kind of like a lot of hatchets were buried and a lot of
What happened was after COVID, a ton of new young comics came out the woodwork. It was crazy. Everybody was like between 18 and 22, and Spaghetti was there as one of the I was there at the first DC open mic, which was Library Tavern, RIP. It's now a Simple Bar, but the location of Library Tavern is gone. And then, a whole new crew. Everybody's nicer to each other and friendlier to each other. And it kind of seemed like a good chunk of the old guard just stopped. Like pandemic happened and they just I rarely see them, if any. Somebody asked me, who did you come up with? And I said, I didn't really come up with anybody because I was with you. I was already with people who've been doing it for 3 or 4 years. So I felt like I didn't have a class. I was just like, Jelani, but we were on way different, we weren't the same.
I mean, but you got to be my weed carrier for a couple of years before you got on. That was nice. Well, I don't know. So wait, between you and David, who had the weed and who had the gun? Which one? Which one?
Xavier Montez says, if the day if he does come back, I want to give him his intro.
No, because you're gonna call me bitch ass. Why would I want to? No, at least Mike got a cool nickname like one of the greatest rappers ever, Chuck D. I just get bitch ass Fernando.
My opinion is this is gonna make me sound like I've been in comedy longer than I should be.
That's been a long time.
You've been in
Yeah, it's been a minute. I came in on
Daughter
horse
was
and
born
buggy.
and now she's a teenager. So yeah, you've been in comedy a long time, buddy.
You said what?
You were like, yeah, when my daughter was born, I was like, isn't she a teenager? Like, yeah, you've been in comedy a long time, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Damn, that is true. That's about fuck. Yeah, because I started maybe a couple of months after. No, I started a couple months before she was born, like a year or so. Hey, man, let's not put numbers on this. I hate knowing the actual number of years I've been doing comedy.
Yeah.
And I have a human calendar in front of me every time. I'm like, how long have I been doing comedy? And she's like, hey, Dad. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. So, I think DC comedy is in a better spot now. I think that the pandemic did help wash a lot of sins away, if that makes sense, because it was like a hard reset in the comedy scene. And then, like Angel said, I think a lot of new comics came in with this different mindset of if one make it, we all make it, if that makes sense. And it's one of my favorite sayings that when I've been preaching before this new slew of comics came in was, there's a lot of comedy can be competitive, and I don't mind the competition, whatever. Everybody wants to be better, get the gigs over that. There's a lot of, like Fernando said, there was a lot of times people see a flyer, be like, yo, how did this person get on the flyer? And
they'll say that.
Huh?
I still say that.
Oh, okay. Well, see, look, where now is like, oh, okay,
old school, baby. All this lovey-dovey. Nah, we don't grab each other up after the mic. Nah, I see you. It's on. Nah, I don't do all that. See, that's that new age shit. You know what I mean? That's that old buddy, super teams and all that. Nah, hard.
But you know what's funny though? What's funny is it's still that.
Yeah.
It's still that competitiveness, but at the end it's still like, yo, it's competitiveness because it's like, yo, how did you do that? I see what you did there. It's like, instead of me hating on that Young Dolph joke, it's like, yo, I like what you did with that Young Dolph joke. Now, how can I not create a Young Dolph joke like you, but like, why did I not think of that type of atmosphere? And like, let me work towards that. Because there's a lot of technique in your Young Dolph joke. There's a lot of crowd work, call and response with that joke. And it's like, oh, how can I hone that into my game as well? And piggyback, and not piggyback, that's like stealing, but I mean, like, how can I add that portion into my game?
They motivate you.
Yeah, it motivates you. That's the word I'm looking for. It motivates you.
When Milo goes up and like blows up the stage, you're like, all right, I want to do that.
Yeah, it's not like, oh man, this bitch ass nigga. So it's definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot different. It helps me as a 40-some-year-old man. I have younger friends who are comics who keep me hip on what to do with, like, even now. Here's the thing. I remember when I first started doing comedy, you didn't used to see a lot of clips go up. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see a lot of clips of your actual stand-up go up. And now that's all that's up. Yeah. And everybody's trying to keep up. And if you got some young people in your circle, they're like, yo, you got to throw them clips up, buddy. And you can't be scared to throw them clips up. And I appreciate them. Speaking of which, real quick, shout out to my homegirl, Jasmine, Jazzy on the beats, Jazzy Beats. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday to Jasmine. I don't know if she's watching. Yeah, she was getting down yesterday, but we're here now. So yeah, it's just different, man. And I think the pandemic helped wash all of that hate and everything. This new class, and every class is different that I've seen since I've been doing comedy. There was a class that was really that came in and was very selfish, and it was about them and how they can move up to the next spot, who I need to talk to get to the next spot. Where this class is like, yo, we're just going to do the work, and whatever happens and network. And that's going on right now, and helping, like, I'm here, I'm gonna pull you up as well, so we can all work together and get to the same spot. At the end of the day, if one makes it, we all make it. I always believed in that. It hasn't failed. It's working now. So
what were the clubs like in the 80s, Mike? How did that?
I want you to go up your daughter. I don't know. Is your daughter hungry? You want to get her some applesauce or something? I don't know what they do at 14 months. What is going on? Is that your wife calling you? Get the hell out of here.
No, I mean, I just hear about Seinfeld in the clubs, man. I just want to know, like, you was there. I just want to know.
I wasn't there. I absolutely was not there. I wasn't there. Cocaine was there. I wasn't there.
Cocaine always there, baby.
Cocaine.
I I kind of hate. Okay, even before everybody started throwing up their crowd work clips,
Mhm.
I always hate it because again, like I'm sure you heard, oh, you do stand up, you got to put something on Instagram, and I'm just like, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I
Still
don't
don't.
know.
I'm old school like that.
Yeah, wait, you don't?
No, I never do. I put up one clip and that's it.
Yeah, like
And
I
it
put
was
up
a good
the Dolph
improv.
clip. I put up the Dolph clip when Dolph died. Like that was like,
Yeah, yeah. That made sense to me though.
yeah. But I don't know. I'm just a grumpy old man, just a grumpy old dad now. So, yeah, these young whippersnappers with their
Yeah, you
tick.
sound grumpy as hell. but you also you was upset because you like the day that I quit. That's the day you started booking the club. So that's when it
Like,
got whiff.
the week after, I was like, motherfucker. But okay, like we're rashing old shit. That was kind of the thing with like pre-pandemic. It was like, oh, I got a couple beefs, but I know that you're not gonna be in that. Not you, but like the person wasn't gonna be in that spot forever.
Yeah.
So once this shit cycles through, I just got to keep on my grind, and by the time somebody I do like gets that spot, then I'll be good. But then I quit.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was like that was the part that I was like, me knowing the other thing I was gonna say is like, yeah, like I'm sure there are still people, there's still like a comic that's like, man, fuck, why didn't I get on that flyer? But don't post about it. Like I have those thoughts all the time. I tell Angel because that's my boy, and like like I'll keep it inside. I don't broadcast that shit. So I think
Yeah.
that's hopefully gotten better that people aren't just like openly hating on people. But the other part of it is also like you just gotta wait people out. Like it's gonna change, and that's what made me mad that I did it. I had the right approach, and then the world shut down, and I had a kid, and I was like, oh well, fuck that. I guess I
So
can't.
you're not coming back. According to you, 2023 was supposed to be the year. You named
Well,
it over 2 years ago.
I said, how let me maybe next summer, maybe next. Look, I'm like a Christopher Nolan movie. Okay, I'm working on it. Well, when it comes out, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be just as whack.
It's gonna be whack. It's not writing shit. I got ideas. We'll see.
By the time he come back, all them ideas he wrote down gonna be outdated, just like his closing joke.
Hey, you guys heard of this submarine? Oh, talk about a Titanic failure. Am I right?
I was going to get into that, but we ain't got enough time. We're at the top of the hour. We're 1 hour 3 minutes and 47 seconds into the show, and I don't want to go any longer because I got stuff to do. I do know that if I had $250,000 and I saw that vessel that I was supposed to go see the Titanic, I would immediately ask for my money back because it didn't look safe because I got enough common sense. I don't have any other opinions. I don't wish ill will. I'm not wishing death or anything. I'm just saying if you got more money than sense, then it's like putting your hand at a gate and the dog bites you, and right next to the gate says "Beware of dog." I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It was right there.
They're officially out of air. It's the one thing on the news for some reason I've been paying attention to.
It's like I'm looking at this vessel and I'm like, this doesn't. I've seen a tube of toothpaste look safer than this tube they're supposed to go down to the. Like, did the Titanic come off Amazon? Like, can you not see the Titanic movie? Like, are they not showing the documentary? Like, did they not, like, how close to the Titanic do you want to be before? I don't know. What say y'all? I don't know.
I mean, like you can't look, if it's 250, it probably costs 500,000. So don't cheap out on this. Like
Yeah.
get the XL. Don't get the minivan. Get the SUV. Like
What if these are just hypothetical? So you said 500,000, which means he took a date out. This is probably the worst date ever. This is by far the worst flex ever. This is bad.
maybe her favorite movie Titanic. She wanted the heart of the ocean. You never know. You don't know.
I don't know, man.
It's one thing Well, I mean, I still follow a bunch of comedians. So one thing I will say, it's like it's nice not having to hear like 80 jokes about the same not relevant news story. Like
Yeah.
I last week when all your friends were upset with Matt Rife, I was like, "What the? This is one thing I don't miss about being a comic is
Oh yeah.
80 opinions about something that's not going to matter in 2 weeks."
Yep.
Which is crazy because I met Matt Rife. I hung out with Matt Rife.
Super nice guy.
Nice guy. You know what I'm saying? He bought Girl Scout cookies from me. I don't have a mean thing to say about that man. Great guy. He even let me open up on him. You say about my mama?
No, I said Matt Rife. I'd fuck him.
Okay, well, on that note.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. And that's the reason why y'all the comedy now. So look, so if you just would have waited 1 year, one more year.
So let's go back to Local 16.
Yeah.
R.I.P. That was about to pop up, man. Don't get me started, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, because we're getting it's time for me to wrap this thing up. Let me do this real quick. Happy Pride. Due to Fernando's comment. What you got? I know, Angel. Remind everybody real quick what you're gonna be on this week.
I'll be hosting the weekend for Randy Feltface at the DC Comedy Loft. I will also be doing a guest spot on June 25th at Johnny Pistola's. DC Comics is having their debut showcase, so I'm gonna be there having a good time. Yeah.
I just want to make a public announcement. I have a fear that people aren't reaching out to me, and they're reaching out to me. Unlike David said, no one's booking me. They're booking me. But I feel like people who aren't reaching out, I'm not getting a slew of booking requests because some comics might think I may not do the gig because of whatever reason. I'll do the gig. Just reach out to me. We'll talk. We can talk offline, you know. I'm doing all the shows. This is a Swarovski pen. As a
I don't know where you would go. I was like, is that a cigar?
No, it's a Swarovski pen. It comes in a personal bag. Tonight I'm at the DC Improv open mic tonight. I think I'm doing a hot 5 to 7. I'm going to kill it. I hope, or I'm about to delete this comment off the podcast. And then we'll see what's going on from there. And then I have something else going on too. If another public announcement, if you booked me this weekend, I do this all the time. I may or may not have put it in the calendar. Can you let me know? Can you tag me in the flyer? Let me know I'm on the show. I'll be having so much going on, guys. I'm sorry.
Remember, you're booked July 12th at Stand Up Comedy Wrestling, one of the greatest comedy shows of all time.
Am I?
Yeah, you're booked July 12th.
Literally telling you the thing you just said to do.
Okay, July 12th. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that checks out. Okay.
But yeah, you can catch me on the floor above this changing diapers. I got my technique down. Also catch me around the neighborhood walking my daughter in the stroller.
Oh, and real quick, July 13th through the 16th, I'm gonna be in New York. So if there's any New York comics that want to put me on their shows, by all means, hit me up. I am available for those as well. I'll be in New York for a little bit. I'm not sleeping on nobody's couch. I'm telling you that right now. We're going to go sleep on the couch. I'm not.
I'll be in Europe. Just a family trip.
And that's it, man. I really appreciate everybody. Oh, and thank you, everybody. I've been named. Facebook let me know that I'm a rising digital creator. And it gave me a new badge. So I really appreciate everybody who's been sharing and liking my content. I want to thank Angel for getting on this ride with me in this podcast, keeping me accountable and recording weekly, whether it's on live stream or behind closed doors. Because there's an option. Angel will be on those, but it'll be me. And I want to thank all the podcast listeners. Last week's episode did reach high numbers to the point where, it was like, oh, so this is a thing that could work. So I really appreciate all the listeners. I really appreciate everybody that's been chiming in and liking my videos. Thank you, Angel, for taking this ride with me. I'm going to miss you when you go to Europe. I got to find new co-hosts because no one is as responsible and punctual as you. I would ask Fernando, but we all know he's a quitter. So we just
I'm using the office on Wednesdays. I just got some other work shit that I'm doing on Wednesdays. That's why I'm like, so I've been catching y'all. But hey, I'd like to say you guys are doing a good job. I mean,
thanks, Fernando. Yeah, I definitely get. Maybe I found I found Angel's replacement. I got Fernando's number. I text him. Maybe unless he changed it.
Not Fernando. He's Angel's cousin.
Yeah. That's gonna come back. That's like, all jokes aside, that's what really stings. Just climbing up the ranks. Just ugh.
That's crazy because Angel wasn't even a comedian. You brought him into comedy. And
Yeah.
then here we are.
Give me back my Marshall Mathers LP. I want that back.
Give me back my CD.
It was a tape.
Oh my God. Okay. On that note.
Put on the fucking stair. No, you know what? We're gonna derail this. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for listening. I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and good night.
Good seeing you, y'all. Congrats on all y'all success. I hate you, Angel, but whatever.
Thank you.
See y'all. Stick around, Angel.
Okay, I'm sticking around.